Órale, Cholo, talk los tres chingones, boxing shots, all the chingones y chingonas. All right, let's go ahead and get a gran chingón, el mero in here. One, Mr. David Contreras.
Hey, Ed, I'm telling you, man, that music you start off with, you know what? It just fires me up, man. We got to play a lot more oldies on the show. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just it's our roots, you know, and we got to play it more, man. It's who we
I,
are, you know. I love that
yeah,
music.
yeah, I
Yeah,
remember. Yeah, I remember you mentioned it to me, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and change the intro and the outro.
yeah,
So,
man.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I like it a little bit better.
me too.
The
Yeah.
boxing scientist Mike Zavala should be jumping on at some point, running a little bit late, but he'll be getting on here. So let's see, Gordo Gordito's in here. The heavyweight champ, Maha Hustle,
What's up, brother?
Fearless is in here. Orale, this guy right here. I just had a conversation with him earlier today. Shout outs to Mark from PYP Boxing. He's actually there over in San Antonio.
Yeah.
He's gonna be covering the fights tomorrow. So
You know what, brother? I just saw right now, right before I was waiting for you to send me the invite. I watched an interview that he did with Bob Santos. Hey, Mark, te aventaste, cabrón. You know what? It was a very professional interview, and I love the positive attitude that Bob Santos has. It's one of the best interviews that I've seen so far. Te aventaste. You did a really good job, Mark.
and Bob has a lot of guys on that
He
card
does.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's bring in the boxing scientist from Mikey TV 3651, Mr. Mike Zavala.
Gentlemen, what's up?
Mikey, where's the big arms today, brother?
Man, they're
You
shrinking.
can't see them, man.
Gotta live heavy.
Hey, gentlemen, just real quick, I just want to throw this out there. Is anybody gonna wake up like at 3 a.m. to watch the Jai Opataya fight?
Who's he?
Jai Opataya, he's the
I
champ.
know. Ah, forget that guy, man. He's Australian, right? He's Australian or something.
Yeah, and that's where the fight's happening. I just want to bring it up because, hey, he could, that could be a possible opponent for Benavides if Benavides gets past Zurdo,
Without a doubt.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna wake up that early, but at some point I'll go ahead and I'll watch it. But before we get started, I've been meaning to do this and I always forget. I want to give a shout outs to one Mr. David Martinez from dmboxing.com. He always sends me a calendar every year. And he sent me this one like 3 weeks ago or a month ago. And I keep on forgetting to give him a shout out. But here it is. The year's almost over, so I'm getting ready to hang it up in my room. So gracias to him. You guys go check out his page, his website. Just the guy's a straight encyclopedia of just boxing. It is crazy. It is amazing. You think you're a boxing fan. You think you're a boxing fan until you talk to him. Yeah. And then you're like, wow, this guy is just on another level. But
hey, Ed, I'm surprised you and Mikey haven't been to his house. I mean, the guy literally has a museum of boxing memorabilia throughout his house. I'll tell you, you guys should. He says you guys are Southern California. It's where does he live in? Santa Barbara.
Yeah, he lives in the 805.
You guys should take a trip, man. Next time I'm down there, if I got some time, I'm gonna take a trip. Maybe all three of us can go. He has a museum, man. The guy has one of the best podcasts, or not podcasts, websites, and great historian. Knows everything about boxing.
Yeah, he does. He does. So I'll probably invite myself one day. I'll probably just knock on his door and have like a little duffel bag in my hand and say like, "Hey, I'm here just to spend the night. I was just in town. My car broke down or something, So
and have a free Merry Christmas, He'll give you something."
All right, gentlemen. So let's get into some stuff. Okay. Some big news. Let's go ahead. Let's just get right into the whole Terrence Crawford getting stripped by the World Boxing Council. The WBC strips him. Mauricio Suleiman, I'm sure everybody has heard his interview. I mean, it wasn't like a long interview, but he basically just said that money is supposed to go to the fighters, helps the fighters. Terrence Crawford didn't apologize or anything like that. Terrence Crawford comes out, he drops a video, basically telling Mauricio of it, man. So he got stripped. David, what's your thoughts on this?
You know what? I think Crawford right now, he's paid and bought for by the Ring, by Turkey, and also Dana White. So he's their
Mm,
spokesman. I think that's their overall goal, to get rid of the IBA, the WBC, WBA, get rid of all of them and just have one belt, the Ring, which isn't charging them a sanctioning fee. You know, that 3% out of 50 million. I mean, that's what, that cost $3 million, something like that. I mean, why should he give that money away? Even though Oscar today came out on Clap Thursday saying that it goes to a good cause. You know, I don't think all that money goes to a good cause. A lot of corruption, you know what I mean? So I don't blame him, but I do see him as the voice for Ring, for Turkey, and for Dana White. Was it right that he did it? I don't think it's right, because without the WBC, like Oscar said, he wouldn't be where he's at. He's a malagradecido, but you know, I don't blame him.
okay. Mikey?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think, but yeah, that wasn't cool that he they want to pay for percentage. Everybody pays a percentage. He paid his percentage before, and but he also is known to drop his belts and not pay percentage because he owes money. That he owes the WBC money since the Majimov fight, and then for the Crawford fight, so they're charging him back then, and I guess they had a verbal agreement, or maybe they have a contract or something. He might get sued, but yeah, I think he's Turkey has his hand inside him and using him as a puppet, but he's known to drop belts, and but he's also known not to defend those belts. So yeah, I don't know what to think, but it's Crawford. That's what Crawford does.
You know, at the same time, he gave props to the IBF, right? When he stripped them, he said he's all like, they did what they're supposed to do. I will say this, man, the IBF will strip you.
Yeah,
And in this case, with the WBC, look, we all know it's all crooked.
yeah.
Some guys can hold on to their belt for over a year, sometimes even 2 years without stripping them, and they're not defending it or anything of that sort. It's like, okay, when are you going to strip this guy, right? And then you got something where it's like, hey, we're just going to strip this guy immediately. I don't think Crawford is completely out of bounds when he's saying like, hey, you know what, man, they're crooks. It's all crooked. They wanted Canelo to win. I'm sure the WBC wanted Canelo to win. That's where the big bucks are at. I'm with you guys at the same time. And okay, this is the start of something new with this whole Turkey al Sheik coming in. Hey, we're going to treat these belts basically like they're nothing. I mean, you got Max Kellerman on the Ring podcast show talking about like, hey, you're not a world champion. You're a champion of a sanctioning body. The Ring belt, that is what makes you world champion. And people are starting to fall in line little by little, man. People are starting to fall in line. And I mean, I've felt this way with these sanctioning bodies for a while already, where it's like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of politics that go around, and then trying to make these fights happen can take a long time. And it's just, because somebody has a belt doesn't mean they're the best. When we're talking about the alphabet belts, so I mean, I don't blame Crawford. At the same time, I do understand where it's like, hey, you know what? The WBC they didn't make him, but they did have a little bit of a hand to put him, where he's at. But all that being said, I mean, they're crooks, man. So I don't really have a problem with what he did. Do you, David?
No, not at all.
And apparently, okay, according to Crawford, the WBC wanted more money than the other sanctioning bodies did. That's what he said.
Because he owes money. He owes back pay. He owes money for the Majimov fight. He didn't pay for the Majimov fight, so that's what they're charging him. I don't know, 100,000 for the Majimov fight, and they're charging him 300,000. So that's why they want more money.
Okay.
And they gave him a percentage because he won supposedly 50 million, and they said, no, we're not going to charge you. What is it? 3% of the 50 million. We're only going to charge you 300,000 and 100,000 for the back pay you owe us. So that's the problem. And Yeah, Ed, I get it, and Dave, I get it, but still, the WBC put him up there for the was it for the Madrimov fight? He was a 154 pounder. They moved 147. They moved him up, and they also moved him up for the Canelo. If it wouldn't been for the WBC, he never would have fought for those belts or for that belt. So
Hey, Mikey, you know what? He's biting the hand that fed him.
yeah,
He's biting the hand. But you know what? It's good though. It's good because some people are gonna fall in line with the ring, but that's not gonna last long. I mean, that's not going to. The WBC's been around for a long time. WBA, IBC, they've all been around for a long time. This is just two camps. You know what I mean? And it opens up the door because now we're going to be seeing some good fights. Hopefully, Charisse is going to probably be fighting for the belt. So, dude, us as boxing fans, we're going to enjoy it either way. You
and this
know?
happened before. It happened
Yeah.
before, right? De La Hoya did it. Barrera did it. They dropped the belts like they didn't want them. Even Canelo did, I think, once, right? Something like that.
You know
Yes, he
what?
did.
I think
Canelo did. Yeah.
you know what, David. You know what, David. I think it is gonna last, and I think I've been saying it for a while. I think we're going into a new era of boxing where they've been around for a long time. Yes, these sanctioning bodies have been around for a long time, but I think a new era is coming in because you have this multi-billionaire that's coming in and he's gonna take over, man. It's gonna be very slow. It's gonna
I
be a
don't see
very
I don't
slow
see it, Ed.
process.
I don't see him taking over. I see the
Okay.
same thing that happened with PGA with golf, same thing that happened with car racing. I mean, they do have their own PGA, their own but now it gives us fans two venues to watch boxing. So we end up winning. You know what I mean? I
Mm.
mean, I think they're gonna last. I mean, just like the same thing, same sec. Remember, I always talk about patterns of behavior.
I'm
Same
gonna.
Right.
thing happened
Can you
with
guys hear me?
PGA.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Because I think I'm freezing. No.
No, no.
No, we got you.
Okay.
But Ed, same thing happened. So it's just history repeating itself. It happened with golf. It happened with car racing. It's just history repeating itself. That's all it is. And the winners are us because we're going to be able to see two different. We're going to call them a sanctioning body, and the 4 or 5 sanctioning bodies over here. So we're the ones that are going to win. I think it's going to be good.
Mikey, does this fall into your theory, man?
Man, Ed, I just got Chingosos and Pendejada just we were just talking. My theory is probably going to be torn away, but it's kind of like, all right. So let me break it down real quick. So Crawford wants to go down to fight Genovic. Genovic just got caught with steroids, so he's out of the picture. So where does that leave Crawford? Where is he going to go? It's the Canelo rematch, I think. But
Yeah,
now Shiraz has a belt. That Shiraz is going to fight in Billy for a belt because WBC made them. They made them fight for the belt, and I believe Shiraz will beat him. Billy. Those are 2 mega fights that in Canelo's contract. He has 2 more fights. The rematch with Crawford, and then to get all his undisputed belts, the mega fight with Shiraz, and that's Turkey Al Sheikh's boy in Saudi Arabia or in Europe, whatever. Those are 2 big fights. So the theory is kind of breaking away, but I still see the angle in that theory. But like you said, Ed, the Turkey Al Sheikh only wants the Ring magazine, but he said that last time. He kept saying, yeah, the Ring mag, but he still made the Crawford fight, and he also said, oh, we're not charging for pay-per-views, and he's charging for pay-per-views. So we don't know what's happening, but there's a lot of things happening. And what a coincidence! Canelo was injured. What a coincidence! Shiraz is going to fight for the belt. What a coincidence! That Genovic got caught with steroids. What a coincidence. There's a lot of coincidence, and there's 2 fights left for Canelo. So if Turkey Al Sheikh is smart, he'll do a great chess move right there.
Well, Mikey, I think that your theory is more coming to light now, other than the one thing that I don't agree with you that the first fight was fixed. I don't think it was fixed. I think Canelo just got his butt whipped. You know what I mean? But other than that, I think your theory's falling right into place and becoming a reality. I mean, because you said he's going to end up fighting Crawford, then he's going to fight Charisse, and you know what? It's going to happen because he is going to fight Crawford. We're talking about Canelo. He is going to fight Crawford. Charisse is going to become a champion. It's going to become mandatory because Canelo's going to want the WBC plus the ring. That's the only belt. So I think your theory's on. I think you were right on it, Mikey.
And
Your
the only
crystal ball still works.
the only thing Crawford wants 100 million. So that's the big thing. Are they doing that to keep us talking? I don't know.
No, I think he'll give him 100 million. for the Canelo rematch?
He's not worth it. He's not
No,
worth
of
it.
course he's not, dude. He's not even worth 50 million. But I
Well,
mean, but it is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
yeah, I know the Turk has always wanted Shiraz versus Canelo, but if you have the rematch with Canelo and Crawford, there's no guarantee that Canelo gets Shiraz because there's no guarantee that Canelo beats Crawford.
That's
So,
true.
The fight was fixed, gentlemen. The fight was fixed. I'm telling you, if there's a rematch, Canelo's gonna win. I called it here. Test Chingones.
okay, okay, all right. Well,
Yeah,
we'll
I
have to
agree with you,
see.
Mikey. I agree with you because you know what, Canelo. No matter he got beat, but you know what? He's a Mexican, bro. He wants that revenge. You know what I mean? And he's gonna change trainers. Gonna do everything he can to win that fight. And I think he'll win. I think he'll win that
And
fight.
guys, he was
I
injured.
believe
He was
that he'll
injured.
beat.
Remember that.
Yeah, and I still believe that he could beat today. He could beat Bivol. I still believe that.
Ed, Dave, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
He was
I,
injured. He was injured,
Who
supposedly.
was injured
Canelo, he got
I
surgery.
after the fight?
yeah, he had surgery on his forearm or something like that.
Oh, I didn't
Exactly.
So
know that. I did not
yeah,
know that.
I think Bivol still beats him, and I think Crawford still beats him. That's just what I think.
Yeah. Then we're
But
gonna get into the debate and waste all the time.
yeah, so well, I mean, look, we'll see what happens next year. The talks, at least the rumors about Crawford and Canelo going at it again. Those rumors have kind of died down a little bit. I haven't heard anything that says like, hey, those talks are off. But it's just we started hearing rumblings about it, and then it just kind of faded away. So I don't know if there's still negotiations going on. I got no idea, fellas. Tomorrow, Johnny Beck was supposed to fight Islandi Lara. Finally, a little bit of movement of action at 160 pounds. We now know that's not going to happen. Johnny Beck tested positive. He is out, which to me kind of destroys this fight. But there you guys have it, man. Yanni Beck is out. Who I think maybe is the biggest star at 160, and that's not really saying much. But what's your thoughts, Mikey, on Yanni Beck testing positive? And to the best of my knowledge, I still don't know the penalties. I know he's not fighting tomorrow, but I still don't know the penalty. I still don't know if he's suspended for a year, or I still don't know that.
Yeah, that's weird, Ed. Boxing right now is freaking conspiracy theory like a mug, man.
A lot of dudes are getting popped.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what to think of it, man. Crawford wanted that fight, and that was his leverage. Man, I wanted to see that fight. I wanted to see that fight with Lara, but I don't know what to think. I don't know the outcome. Are they, like you said? Are they gonna? Is he penalized for this suspension? I don't know. It's just we're in awe right now. The fight's not happening.
Yeah, JC says Johnny Beck the tomato can crusher. I think he was good, man. I think he's the best at 160. But like I said, is that really saying much? Not really. There's not a lot going on at 160. But David, what's your thoughts on Johnny Beck?
You know what? Johnny Beck should lose a belt. I mean, Benavides lost the belt for what? Not making weight, and also for popping positive with cocaine, right? So he
Yeah.
should lose the belt. And I'm really surprised that they're giving Johan Gonzalez to fight Lara when on the same card he's fighting at 160. You got Jesus Ramos. Jesus Ramos knocked out Johan Gonzalez. Why didn't Jesus? I mean, why didn't Jesus Ramos go and fight? I mean, he should have been the one. Just fight him. He made weight today. He should have been the one fighting him, and Johan Ramos should have been fighting Shane Mosley. That doesn't make sense. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? The dude that Jesus Ramos were on the same card. The
Right,
dude
right.
that Jesus Ramos knocked out not too long ago is fighting for the championship when Jesus Ramos is on the same card, waiting at 160, 159. They didn't put him to fight. What does that tell you?
Well, maybe they want Mosley to have Ramos.
Oh, come on, man.
I mean,
Mosley compared for a championship fight compared to fighting Lara. I
he's got a
mean,
name.
that makes Oh, Mosley, dude.
He,
Last
he
time
ha-
he fought,
he's got the Mosley name.
yeah, but I mean, last time he fought in right there in right there by your house in
And
Ontario.
it was a horrible fight. It was a
Exactly.
horrible
Give
fight,
me
man.
one good fight that Mosley has fought in. Give me just
None.
one good one.
None.
Rosado,
When you okay, the last fight that I remember Mosley Jr. being in that I was excited, he was in that show, The Contender. He was in that
How
was
long
years
ago? 3
ago.
years ago.
That was years ago. I don't know
Yeah.
how long ago it was, but yeah, he has not been in any exciting fight.
So Janovic should lose the belt. Should
I
lose the belt. You know what I mean? And because he lost the belt tomorrow night, Lara's not going to automatically become the champion of WBC. He's not going to. But that belt should have been in the ring. Whoever wins that fight tomorrow should be the champion for the WBC. But I have a problem with him bringing Johan Gonzalez when Jesus Ramos knocked him out.
Mm,
You know, that's where I see that there's man, it's crooked. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, they're bringing this guy in, one phone call. They literally gave him 24 hours or 48 hours to prepare. When this dude over here, Jesus Ramos, he's already ready to fight. So, okay, so he's not fighting Mosley. Put Johan with Mosley and had Ramos fight Lara. And I think Ramos can beat Lara. I'd love to see that. Would have been a good fight. And become
Mark,
the champ.
okay, Mark from PYP is saying because because Ramos versus Mosley is for a title.
What title?
Yeah, I don't
Is
know
it-
what
is it
title
title?
they're
It's
fighting
a fake
for.
belt. It's a fake belt. It's one of the other, fake
Yeah,
belts. It's not a real
yeah,
belt. Lara's a real belt. You know what I
right.
mean? Lara is a real
Yes, he
belt.
is a true champion
Yeah,
of one of the alphabet
yeah.
titles. Yes, yes, he
So
is.
yeah, once again, I mean that just shows you how crooked this is, But we still watch it.
Right.
Maybe Lada's team or some behind closed doors that are like, all right, we don't want to. It's a 1 day notice. Hey, we'll fight, but don't give me a hard comp because we already trained for this fighter, and now you're bringing me another fighter, and we might lose our belts when we're taking a gamble. But the show must go on. We're down to fight, but you got to give us a little tomato can because we're not gonna fight 1 day, go to war. The secrets of war is don't go to battle if you're not ready. He's not ready for this fighter. He was training for this fighter. So I think they probably even said, no, just give me this guy right here, and the show goes on.
Yeah, give me the easiest one.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Janovic got caught with steroids. Now he's fighting.
Yeah.
Janovic's a southpaw, right? I think, and Mosley Jr. or they're both southpaws. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just making up. I'm just going on the other side of the fence. Like,
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense, Mikey. Doesn't make sense.
Okay, Mark is saying it's for an interim.
Yeah,
Okay.
who
Yeah.
cares about the stupid interims?
Yeah, and by the way, for anybody who's watching, Mark PYP Boxing, he's there at the fights covering it. He was there at the weigh-ins. I talked to him earlier today. So who says? Somebody said Shawana said Mosley Jr. is as good as Fernando Vargas Jr.
I think he's worse. I think
he's
he's
gonna win
worse.
he's
tomorrow.
worse too.
He's gonna win
Yeah.
tomorrow. You know that, right? He's winning.
Well,
tomorrow.
okay, okay. Let's get into the fights. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get into
All
the
right,
fights.
here we go. All
Okay,
right.
let's get into a fight. Hey, check this out. There was a fight that I didn't even know was on the card. Well, actually, I remember seeing it, but I completely forgot about it till I watched the weigh-ins today. And this is the main event outside. This is the main event of the prelims. The main event before they get to the pay-per-view. That's Frank Martin versus Ransom
That's going to
Bartholomew.
be a good fight.
Hey, I'm telling
Yeah.
everybody right now, okay. Are any of these guys great fighters, or are they going anywhere in their career? Probably not. But that matchup right there, gentlemen, I think that could steal the show. I think there's some good fights on there. I'm not saying it's going to steal the show, but I'm saying if you are just going to watch the pay-per-view card, which we'll get to the pay-per-view in a second, this is for free. This is on the regular prelims, the main event for the prelims. Frank Martin, Ransom Bartholomew. This is going to be a good one. David, what do you make of this fight?
Dude, it's not going to steal the show. Dude,
Okay.
I mean, you got Pitbull against Lamont Roach. You got Shaquille Foster against Stephen Fulton. There's no way that
got good
fight's
ones.
going to steal the show. You know what I mean? If you didn't have those guys, maybe it's going to be a damn good fight. It's going to be a damn good fight. You know what? I'm surprised that they didn't kick Lara and Johan Gonzalez down and put Frank Martin and Bartholomew up one. You know what I mean? I'd rather see them than fight Lara and Johan 100 times. It's gonna be a
That
good fight.
yeah, that would have been much more exciting to watch.
Yes,
Yeah,
it will.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lara's gonna be
Mikey.
a boring fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. I just saw that this morning, but I was too busy researching and studying tape for the other fight. So my bad on that one. About the Frank Martin.
Yeah, but who do you got winning that one though?
Oh man, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I can't even call it.
I think Frank Martin has
Me
a
too.
chance to stop him. I do,
Okay.
man. I think Rancis, his time has come and gone. I mean, so is Frank Martin to a certain degree, but I think there's more tools that Frank Martin has. And like Rancis, he gets in there, man. He's a fighter. I like to watch him fight, but yeah, I just think predicting a stoppage from Frank Martin. So, but I think it's definitely gonna be a good one. All right, so let's get into the pay-per-view card, which it shouldn't be pay-per-view, but oh well, it's pay-per-view. Let's get into that Lara versus Gonzalez, the Colombian. He's Colombiano, right?
I think so.
Gonzalez. Yeah.
Johan,
Okay, Johan Gonzalez versus Islandi Lara. Lara is one of these older Cuban guys, like Regan Dow, that they're just boring to watch. Not like the Cubans of today. These new slate of Cubans that are fighting today, they're pretty fun to watch. I'm becoming a big fan of some of these guys, but some of these older Cuban guys, like Lara, like Regan Dow, it's hard, man. They put tweakers to sleep. It's like it's so hard to watch.
Ed, even though the last 3 fights he's been knocking people out.
Who's that?
Lara, look at his fights. He's been knocking people out.
What is he?
Yeah,
42 years
you know
old?
what? He sits on now at his old age. He sits and he hits. He's been knocking people out for the first time.
All right.
He's
Okay.
41 years old. 41 years old.
All right.
Tomato
It says here 42 years old, 41,
42.
42.
He's
Yeah.
really 82 because he's Cuban.
Right. Okay. So, David, what do you have in this fight, man, against
Knockout.
Gonzalez?
Knockout. He's gonna knock him out.
By
He's been
Lara?
he's been knocking people out. Look at his past 3 fights. He's been knocking people out.
He's been knocking whom out, though, David? Because
Danny
honestly,
Yeah, but I mean, like I
he
said,
fought Danny
you know what?
Garcia. That's right.
Yeah, and before that, he knocked another guy out. He's fighting tomato cans. That's why I would have loved to have seen him fight Jesus Ramos. I would have loved to have seen him fight Jesus Ramos. And Jesus
Gentlemen, I'm gonna
Ramos
go to my
is
phone.
not a big ball of fire. You know what I mean? He's not a big ball of fire, but at least Jesus Ramos has shown. I mean, the only loss that he has was against what's his name, the guy that Virgil Ortiz just knocked out. That's the only loss Jesus Ramos has against him. What's the name of the guy that Virgil Ortiz just knocked out? The Negrito.
Shoot. Help us out in the chat. He just
Mikey, you know who he is, the Negro. He just knocked him out in the first round or second round.
Erickson Lubin.
Erickson, that's the only loss that he has. Yeah, you're
Okay,
right.
yes,
You're right,
well,
Gordito. He sits on his punches now. Yeah.
Okay,
But
is he
he's still not-
Valenzuelan? Oh, maybe he is Valenzuelan. I'm not even really sure. I thought he was Cuban, but yeah, he might. I mean, not Cuban, Colombian, but yeah, maybe he is Valenzuelan.
Yeah.
Okay, Lubin. Yeah. Erickson Lubin.
Lubin.
Yes.
Right.
How fast you
That's
guys
the only
forgot
loss he has.
Okay. I look. I'm still not into Lara. Let's get Mikey back on here. Good, Mikey.
Yeah, 1 2 1 2. My bad, guys. My I have to go through my phone now. I'm not gonna use my computer no more.
No, it's all
Got
good.
me?
It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this fight, Mikey?
Yeah. According to Johan Gonzalez, one thing he does have, and yeah, he has 94% knockout ratio, so he does have power. But like Dave said, versus who, right? But he did he knock out? I think he knocked out Jared Hurd, but Jared Hurd, he did stop Jared Hurd. That
Yeah,
was his last fight. Oh no,
yeah,
he stopped. No, he didn't stop him.
Jared,
He beat him.
yeah,
Yeah, and
Jared.
Lara doesn't have power, Dave. Lara doesn't have power like we're talking about. He knocked out some tomato cans, but he has 61% knockout ratio.
Well, yeah,
Um,
because of all his prior fights, before his prior fights when he fought Canelo, everybody, he didn't have knockout power. He was just a typical good Cuban fighter. But now at an older age, look at his knockout ratio in the past 3 or 4 fights.
yeah, the last past 4 fights, he's got 3 knockouts out of 4, but he knocked out Gary O'Sullivan. That guy gets knocked out by everybody. Danny Garcia, man, I don't know, he sucks now. And yeah, and then Mike Zerafa, I don't even know who that is. So he is sitting on his punches. He is older because he doesn't have the legs anymore, and he's sitting in his punches. So that's why he's getting those knockouts. But this fight, dude, he can't if he gets hit because he doesn't have those legs. He could get hurt. According to paper, that guy has 80-something% knockout ratio. The Colombian.
Yeah, yeah. Look, in all reality, man, I want Lara to lose. I want him to lose. I want him to retire. I want him just, you know what? I don't hate Lara. It's just I'm not into his boxing style. If he started bringing a new style and making it a little bit more exciting, that's fine. But on top of that, the guy's he rarely fights. I do remember now that, yeah, he did fight Danny Garcia, who was a small guy for even 147 pounds. So I'm just like, I don't, man, this fight to me, I get it. I was excited. I was excited to see Yanni Beck.
Yeah, me too. I was excited about that.
Yeah, that's the fight I really wanted to see. And now we're not going to get it. Instead, we're going to get this one. And now it's just kind of like, nah, oh, well. All right. So David, what are you calling on this fight? Who wins and how?
Knockout, 10th round, 11th, 10th, 9th or 10th round knockout by Lara.
Okay. All right. Mikey?
And I'm not excited to see it. It's going to be a boring fight. But
Yeah.
I have to see it.
Yeah, Mikey?
Yeah, I don't know the other guy. I didn't even took the time to study that guy. Like, I mean, he does have great knockout, but yeah, Lara, like, I don't think he's gonna knock him out. I don't know. He does knock out tomato cans. I don't even know what to think of this one, Ed. What do you think? 36 fights, 34 knockouts.
Honestly, look, I don't think Lara gets a knockout tomorrow. I don't think he gets a knockout tomorrow. I think he wins in a very boring fashion. That's what I think. I think he wins in a very boring fashion, and it's just let's move on to the next fight. That's basically what I think happens tomorrow. So, we'll see what's up with that. All right, let me bring this up here. All right, and let's get to the next fight. The Spencer, they run some commercials. But let's go ahead and let's get to the Mono Ramos versus Mosley Jr. fight. Mikey, I'll start with you on this one, man. What do you make about Mono Ramos versus Mosley Jr. on this?
Yeah, I got Mosley Jr., man. I got Mosley Jr. Mono Ramos is he's okay. He goes to the body, southpaw, but he's a one-trick pony. He does the same thing. He does the same thing. It's like, I mean, and I like his style. He's exciting, but I think Shane Mosley he's tall. He has a good jab, and he's been in the ring with Danny Jacobs, with Rosado, and I like how he controls the ring. I like how he's the general in the ring. How he throws his jab, and he's a little sneaky, and he has enough pop to make you worry. But does he have all the power in the world? No, but he knows how to maneuver fighters, and I think he's gonna. Mono has a high guard. I think he knows how to manipulate that high guard, Mosley Jr. So. I like Mosley Jr. Is he the best? Does he have special effects? No, but he's solid and he has good fundamentals. So I'm gonna go Mosley Jr. decision.
Okay. All right. David, Mosley Jr. is 34. Mono Ramos is 24 years old. But yeah, Mosley does have a height advantage. He's 6'1". Mono is 5'10". What do you make in this fight?
You know what? I got Mono Ramos. That guy's only 24 years old. Only loss he has was against Lubin, and you know what? Lubin is good. Uh, I got Mono Ramos. He's young, he's strong, and he's a pit bull, man. I mean, he's just gonna attack, and I don't think Mosley is going to be able to hold him back. I don't think Mosley has the power to knock him out. And I think he's probably, like Mikey said, he's probably a better boxer. But I think Mono's going to go to the body and tear the body up. And I got it by either a stoppage or TKO.
Okay, a stoppage or a TKO for Mono Ramos?
Yes.
Wow. Wow, man. Okay.
He's hard.
Strong. He's strong. He's young. And he's a pit bull.
It's hard. 80% knockout ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah, and okay, and with that, Mikey, you're still gonna keep your pick with Mosley Jr.?
Yeah. Mosley Jr. I never seen him get dropped or hurt. He has a lot of experience. Like I said, he fought Rosado, Danny Jacobs, and another fighter. Mono Ramos lost to Lubin, if you really think about it. And all you got to do is it's like a matador with a bull. Like, you got to move him to the side and circle him, move him to the side, jab, grab him, move him to the side. It's going to be kind of boring. Mono Ramos is a one-trick pony. I don't see nothing special about him. He does hit hard. He does go to the body.
I agree with you. He's a one-trick pony. Yes.
You just got to turn them, jab, turn them. And then it's not only that. Also, they're fighting with their feet. Mono Ramos is southpaw. Lubin was a southpaw, so they were fighting two southpaws. Now this is the southpaw versus the right hand. So positioning with your feet, and you're fighting with there, and you're also fighting with your hands. It's just going to be a complicated fight. And Mosley has the height and length advantage. And like I said, Mosley grabs. He knows how to grab you behind the head. He knows how to manipulate your high guard. Like he's good. He's just not great and it's boring. It's not going to be oh my god exciting unless Mono makes it like oh shit. But I don't think so, man. He didn't make it exciting versus Lubin. It was good, but a lot of people said he lost.
He did lose. He did. It's Lubin.
Okay. So as I'm reading out the stat, by the way, man, I don't know if you guys see the dash. You're Shane Mosley right there, all the way to the right. Now it says on here that Mosley is.
Oh, he lost. He lost it.
It shows on here that Mosley is taller. I don't really see the height difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a height difference right here.
Pitbull Cruz and Roach look the same height too, so I don't know what to think of it. Is it the shoes they wear? They wear different type of shoes.
Yeah,
because they look the same. Watch if you put it. Watch when you're gonna put it. If you put it next, they look the same.
Yeah, as I'm okay because I'm reading their heights right here. It says Mono is 5'10". And Mosley is 6'1". We should be able to see a little bit of difference, but
that's a big difference, Ed. That's a very big difference.
We should be able to see some sort of difference.
That's a big difference.
But no, they look the same height. Heck, maybe even Mono looks maybe even a little taller. I don't know if it's the hair or what, but yeah. Okay, so for me going into this fight, I think Mono got it. If it's gonna be an exciting, if there's any excitement in this fight, it's gonna be coming from Mono's side. Mosley, I think he knows how to box pretty decent. It's a very boring style that he has. I've seen him fight a few times, and I don't really like it. But if there's any excitement in this, it's gonna be because Mono brought it. Winning this fight, I do have Mono. I do have Mono. I don't think it's a stoppage though. I don't think it's a stoppage. I don't think we see any knockdowns, any knockouts, anything like of that sort. I just think it's just an okay, so decent fight. And Mono gets the decision win. That's all I really think is gonna happen. But with that, gentlemen, let's move on to the fight that is possibly fight of the night. That is Stephen Fulton versus Oshaki Foster. Gentlemen, I love this fight, man. This fight right here is, in my opinion, is gonna steal the show. I said the other fight has a chance, but if I have to pick one, I think this one's gonna steal the show right here. I'll start with you on this one, Mikey. What do you make of Fulton versus Foster? By the way,
Right.
Fulton did not make weight. He did
Yeah.
not make weight. Stephen Fulton is the one moving up in weight, and he blew the weight by over 2 pounds. Well, you know what? They're
Yeah.
showing this. Okay, let me fast forward this right here.
Ed, I had heard, I saw the weigh-in, and what's his name? The announcer said it was for the 135 pound. It was a belt. 135, he said. If you can't play it, he says a 135 vacant belt. If you
Okay.
can we hear him? Can we hear him?
Yeah. Okay, let me
He says
let's
a
check this.
135.
Okay, all right. So maybe Mark from PYP is a straight mentiroso because he called me
135 pounds for the vacant
See?
interim WBC
Wow.
lightweight world title.
go
We
back
invite
again.
our fighters
Let's go
to
back
the
again.
scale.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is a weight limit of 135 pounds for the vacant interim WBC lightweight world title. We invite our fighters to the scale at this time. First, with a record of
Okay, let me pause it real quick. Okay, so where's Mark at? I see his partner in here, David.
Hey,
Shout out to David. Okay, no. Mark from PYP Boxing. I was trucking it today, listening to the weigh-ins, right? And I that's what I thought I heard. And then Mark calls me from PYP Boxing, and he says like, "Hey, he blew the weight." And I'm like,
No, he
"Really?"
didn't.
And he's like, "Yeah, man, it's supposed to be for 130." And Mark is there, hey, covering the fights, man. You had a great interview with Bob Santos, Mark, and then you go and you do something like this. Okay, so that's what I thought. That's
Yeah.
exactly what you said, David. That's
Yeah,
what I
I
thought
heard
I
it.
heard.
Me too. And then Ed Shockey comes in at 130, and Fulton comes in at 132.3 or something. So I'm thinking, Jesus, Fulton is going up 2 weight classes to fight for this interim belt, and Shockey's only going up 1 weight class, and he stays at 130. And this dude, they didn't even go 134, 135, and they're fighting for the 135 belt. That didn't make,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for an interim belt.
yeah.
Okay, all right. So okay. So nobody blew weight then, unless I mean I don't know, man. Unless
Unless you
somebody
vote
did
on it.
blow weight, and they're just like, hey, you know what? Let's just move it up to 135.
No. And that fight is scheduled. I'm even looking at it right now here. It's been scheduled for the 135 belt, intro belt, but 135.
Okay.
And they didn't change it because he didn't make weight. No, that never happened.
Okay. And I see Mark isn't on the chats anymore, man.
I mean, he's gonna get everybody on Mark. He's gonna get everybody on.
All right, Mikey, I'll start with you, man. This sucker's gonna be a banger. What's your thoughts on this fight? So that means, I'm sorry, Oshaki Foster is just going to 135, moving up 1, but that means Stephen Fulton is going up 2 weight classes.
2 weight classes.
Okay.
No, man, you guys are confusing me. Oshaki Foster's been at 135, no?
No, he's a champion at 130, Mikey. And Fulton's a champion at 126.
No, didn't Fulton move up? He moved up to fight Pretty Boy his last fight when he was wearing those jeans shorts and Timberland boots.
They fought at 126.
And that was at 126.
126, Mikey. He's
Okay,
number
all right.
Fulton was the one that got knocked out at 122 by the monster.
Yeah.
Then he went to 126.
Okay. All right. Well, besides that, all right, guys. I don't think I'm being negative today, but I don't want to rain on your parade, Ed. But I think this fight's gonna be boring. This fight's gonna be boring, right? 2 black slick fighters don't make a great fight. I don't know where you guys are getting this from, guys. These are 2 black slick fighters.
What?
Mikey, where are you getting their fighters? These guys have been in wars.
Yeah, versus Mexicans. Versus Mexicans.
Yes, against Mexicans. This is going to be a good fight, Mikey. It's going to be a good fight.
Hold on. Wait. Okay, I just want to go. Wait, Mikey, where do you get that they're slick fighters? Is it just because they're black?
No, because they
Okay, because I've seen these dudes fight before. I don't see
Yeah.
any real slickness in their
I don't see
style.
slickness in that, Mikey.
I don't
They're
see
fighters.
slickness in the style.
But these guys are counter punchers. These guys, when they're forced to fight, but they wait for you to throw the punches, then they attack. I was watching the Inoue fight. Fulton was forced to fight, but he was still waiting on Inoue. When Fulton fought the pretty boy, your favorite fighter, Ed, he was waiting on him, and he was forced to fight, but he still waited on him. When Oshaki fights. When Ishaki fought the Mexican guy for the championship from El DF, the tall guy, what's his name? I slip up on names. Oshaki does wait for you, and then he counters and he waits for you, and he's aggressive, but he waits. They wait on you. They fight in the mid range. They don't box and bang on the inside unless they're forced to. So who's going to initiate the first? Who's going to take the gamble and go for it? I don't. When two black slick fighters fight, it's not a great fight. This isn't the '80s. Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, and that's not how it is. The brown print, the green print is black and Mexican fighters, because the Mexican fighter attacks, the black fighter counter attacks, and boom boom. It's styles make fight. But these guys are two counter punches, two guys that wait for you. Who's going to initiate first? That's the thing. Are they going to take chances? But the thing is that Foster didn't make weight. No, I mean, what's his name?
Fulton.
Fulton didn't make weight, so is he going to be slower? So maybe that's going to give him the advantage. I'm talking about Foster.
How he didn't make? He should have been making 135. They're fighting for a 135 belt. He came in at 132, Mikey.
Okay.
No,
okay,
he didn't
real
make
quick.
weight.
No,
Yeah. Okay. So let's clear this up. Let's clear this up.
All right.
Okay. So we're getting the info right now that this fight originally really was supposed to be at 130, and because Fulton did not make weight, the WBC is making it a 135-pound fight for an interim belt. So originally, yes, it was supposed to be for 130. And they went ahead and they made it 135.
So Ed, what you're telling me is that they made those changes within minutes this morning?
I don't. That
doesn't make
David,
sense to me.
I think they've done that before.
It doesn't make sense to me either. No. Okay. See, even Gordito is saying it right now as well as David D. I'm looking it up, and yeah, it was slated to be 130 pounds, and they switched it. When did they change it, David? I got no idea. Maybe early this morning.
Within 7 hours, they changed it.
Gordito is saying they tried twice this morning to make
the
weight, and it wasn't going to happen because he came in well over 2 pounds over, which is a lot. So David D from PYP saying WBC came out after the weigh-in. Okay, so because that's what I thought. I thought it was supposed to be a 130. Okay, so look. So now, if all this is true, which I believe it, because I do remember seeing that this fight was at 130 until I saw the weigh-in, and then I'm like, wow, okay, I guess they switched it. So, but all right. So, Mikey, I'm in disagreement with you, man. I don't think these dudes are slick fighters. I don't think they're slick fighters at all, man.
I mean, they don't initiate. They wait for you. They're kind of like counter punchers. They wait for you to attack. If you study the fight, study tape, they're not aggressors. They're not. They do bang. They do fight, but they're gonna wait for each other. I got historical accounts to back it up. In recent times, the last couple years, name a great when two black slick fighters or two black fighters fight, and it's the fight of the year. Like I don't think it's gonna happen in this fight. The only thing that what's his name came in a little heavier. Maybe he could work the body because he is a little dehydrated and dehydrated, so he's gonna be heavy. And Oshaki works the body, and then they're gonna force the fight. But I got Oshaki in the fight, but I don't think it's gonna be a war that what you guys are talking about. I don't think it's gonna be like oh my god, fight of the year type of fight. They both are gonna wait, and maybe they're not even gonna exchange as much because they're both gonna be waiting. Because what I've seen on tape, they don't initiate. They wait and then they initiate. So who's gonna be the initiator?
Okay. First of all, for Mark PYP, got him. Hey, I apologize. I apologize, Holmes. Hey, by the way, Stephen Fulton is the one that moved up 2 weight classes since now it's at 135. He looks a lot bigger than Oshaki Foster. Look at that.
Yeah, he looks chubby. He look like me with no shirt.
He looks much bigger than Foster. Okay, David, what do you make of this fight, man? Do you think this is gonna be two slick guys and we're not gonna see no action?
I think it's going to be a very good fight. It's going to be an entertaining fight, and I agree with Mikey. You know what? When Shockey fought that Mexican guy in Cancun, dude,
Yes.
that was a banger. But you know what, Mikey? That Mexican guy, I'm trying to remember his name.
Yeah, Hernandez, something like that.
Yeah, PYP, Mark and Tocayo knew him very well. He should have won that fight, and they went all the way to the 12th round, and that was a banger. His last fight, but you know what? You're right, Mikey. He fought guys that basically took him to the limit. You know what I mean? That
Mhm.
were bangers, Mexicanos that were bangers. So, but I don't see this being a boring fight. I think it's going to be a very good fight. Fight of the year, no, but it's going to be a very good fight.
Hopefully
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Okay. All right, Mark. Now we're good, Holmes. Now we're good. Okay.
Spend some money.
He's the greatest bald-headed interviewer in boxing, man.
He is.
I told him that today. So, okay, look, I don't want to oversell it and say, I think, David, you just brought me back down to earth here. Yeah, is it going to be fight of the year? No, I don't think so. Oshaki Foster has been in some bangers. I agree with people, with some of the Chingones on the chats. Who's going to be the one? Who's going to be the initiator, Mikey? Foster is. Because I think Foster is more dog than Fulton. Don't get me wrong. Fulton, he's pretty fun to watch. You know, he's not the
Rocky Hernandez. That's
most
what
of funnest. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
who it was.
Rocky.
Rocky Hernandez. Rocky Hernandez. Yes, it was Rocky Hernandez. But but Foster, he brings it, man. I like Foster. He brings it. All that being said, just looking at them right now, man, I think I'm gonna go with Stephen Fulton on this one. But Foster has no quit in him, though. The dude has straight dog in him. I like the adjustments that Fulton made when he rematched the pretty boy
Your
Figueroa.
boy, take it off.
Yeah, when he rematched Figueroa. Now, there's rumors out there that Figueroa was really sick. I don't know. Again, everybody always says that. Well, not everybody, but you know, how much can you really take that? You know, but apparently he had the flu or something like that. But he made some good adjustments, and I think Fulton's gonna come out with the victory. I don't think there's gonna be a stoppage. I'll put it to you guys like this. I don't think Fulton can stop Foster, but I think Foster can stop Fulton. Fulton, in my opinion, has much more dog in him. Not to discredit Fulton, because I think Fulton has some dog in him, but I don't think he has the amount of dog in him that Foster has.
Ed, you don't think that not making weight is an indicator that he didn't take camp serious? Maybe he wasn't training as hard. That could be an indicator too. So you got Foster. Are you sure? I mean, you got Fulton. Are you sure?
It could be. It could be. It could also just be like, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna kill myself to make the weight. Let me just blow the weight and get the victory.
And he is moving. He is fighting at 135. You know, you got to have at least a couple fights to see where you're at, unless you're Crawford, quote unquote, because people are going to say that. So this is his fight. How is he going to feel in the second half of the fight? And he didn't make weight. This and that. All those factors. You still got Fulton.
I still got Fulton winning by decision. Yeah, but like I said, Fulton, in my opinion, cannot stop Foster. The other way around, yes. The other way around, I think Foster can stop Fulton. But I think Fulton looks more full. He's not dehydrating himself. And I think he came in at a comfortable weight. I don't think he undertrained. I don't think
Okay.
I get what you're saying. It's like, hey, he didn't make weight. I think that was more strategic in saying, like, no, we're going into this fight more prepared.
Okay.
So, David, who wins and how?
I got Foster by knockout, late knockout, maybe 12th round stoppage.
Okay. We
Plus,
have seen,
Foster.
we have seen Fulton get touched up, touched
By
up.
the
man.
monster.
He's been
Yeah.
knocked out cold by Naui. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, dude,
But that was Inaui, though, man.
That's Inoue. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and they
Inoue.
fought, they fought at 122 when that happened.
Right. All right. Well, gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's get to the main event. Another one that can probably steal the show. Usually, the main events do not steal the show. They're just more high-profile fighters that are bigger stars and people are interested. But usually, main events don't steal shows. This one can steal the show. I like this fight, man. David, I'll start with you on this one. Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach getting screwed over at the Tank Davis fight. He gets no rematch, but he gets Pitbull Cruz. And this is the first time he's going to be fighting at 140. What's your thoughts on this fight, David?
You know what? I got it 50-50, Ed. I got it 50-50. I can't call it. I can't call it because Lamont Roach has never fought anybody like Pitbull Cruz. And Pitbull Cruz has fought somebody like Lamont. You know what I mean? When he fought, what's his name? Tank Davis. You know what I mean? It's more or less same type of style, even though Tank Davis does have that knockout, but he couldn't touch Cruz. I had Cruz winning that fight, believe it or not, just by literally one round. But I mean, it was what it is. It was what it was. I can't call this one. I think it's going to be a very good fight. Very good fight. And if I were to bet, which I don't bet, but if I were, I think I'd probably put my money on Roach. But I got it 50-50.
Okay. Mikey, Lamont Roach, first fight at 140. Pitbull's been there for a minute or two, but if we're gonna be honest, he's a very small guy for 140, but he has fought at 140. So what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, first of all, both of these guys have no power. So I don't think neither will knock each other out. Of course, anything could happen. We've seen guys with no power knock out, but on paper, both of these guys ain't got no power. Lamar Roach, we already know the blueprint how to beat Pitbull Cruz. You just got to box him and move on. But the thing is that Lamar Roach is not a boxer. I looked at his fights. I looked at his highlights. He takes one little step back and boom, he comes back in. He rolls, uses your fighter's momentum against him, and he stays in the pocket, goes to the body, and changes levels on fighters, and he stays there. So is he going to do that? If he does do that, it's going to be a great fight, and it gives Pitbull Cruz a chance to win the fight. But we already know that you got to just box Pitbull Cruz. He's a one-trick pony. Styles make fights, so you got to bring a guy that stays with him so that Pitbull Cruz he'll give you a great fight. Lamar Roach has longer arms. He's bigger, so he has to just use his advantages, box him, use the jab, move, box him, hug, and he can win the fight easily. But that's not Lamar Roach style unless he brings that style for this fight and he wins the fight. But if he doesn't bring that style, you know what? I'm gonna say right here, I got Pitbull Cruz if Lamar Roach stays there and bangs with him like he stood and he banged with Tank Davis. He was in there with Tank Davis. He took a little step back, boom, brought it back to him, and gave him a great fight. They say he even beat him. So I'm gonna give it a bit Pitbull Cruz on this one because I don't see Roach. I never seen him run, but he is. That's the game plan to beat Pitbull Cruz. You just got to box. But if he doesn't, I got Pitbull Cruz, man. I got Pitbull Cruz. Although I think Lamar Roach has a little bit more weapons, but the determination and those shots, I think Pitbull Cruz could beat him.
Okay. I couldn't agree more, man. It depends what Roach does in this fight. I do believe Roach can beat him. And look, he is big. Well, at least he's taller than him.
They're the same size.
No,
I don't know about the same size. Mikey, Lamar Roach is taller. But okay.
Yeah,
Here's what I'll say. Pitbull Cruz Pitbull Cruz does not believe in any. He does not believe in jabs. The guy does not know how to throw a jab. He never throws any jabs. He throws nothing but power shots, nothing but hooks and uppercuts. It's amazing to see if he ever throws a jab. He does not believe in throwing any jabs. So it's all on Lamont Roach. And what do you want to do? Do you want to bang it out with this guy and throw a bunch of power punches? Or do you want to outbox him? Because I think in reality, I don't want to say any boxer, but I think Pitbull Cruz can really be outboxed because the guy does not throw any jabs whatsoever. He just comes forward at you with hooks and uppercuts, overhand rights. There's no jabs, there's no setup for the power punches. He just comes with that same style. So if Lamont Roach wants to get aggressive, bite down on his mouthpiece and meet him in the middle of the ring and let's just slug it out, then I think Pitbull got his shot. If he does not do that and wants to use his height and jab it out a little bit and counterpunch him, then I think Lamont Roach gets this one. So in my opinion, it's really on Lamont Roach and what he wants to do. We've seen Lamont Roach bang it out. We've seen him bang it out. And if he chooses to do that, then then I go to Pitbull. All that being said, if I got to pick a winner, honestly, I think Lamont Roach is going to win this fight.
Yeah.
You know what? Lamont Roach made a believer out of me, Ed. When he fought Tank Davis, I didn't give him a chance. And I'm telling you, he made a believer out of me. This kid is good. And I agree with you 100%, Mikey. You know what? And he's not going to pull a rayo on this fight. Lamont Roach is in there to win. He's in to fight. It's going to be a damn good fight. I can't wait.
Yeah, no, if what I've seen on paper, and if Roach doesn't run, which he's saying he's not, but we don't know. I don't know him that much, but we've seen against Tank, he doesn't have the power to get Pitbull Cruz off of him. We know that. Of course, any punch could land, and yes, he could knock him out, whatever. But as on paper, he doesn't have the power to get him off of him. Pitbull Cruz is going to put pressure. Those looping shots are going to come in, body shots, and he wants to trade body for body. Pitbull Cruz has that style to beat him. So, like Ed said, it's all about Lamont. But can he get Pitbull Cruz off of him? Does he have the footwork, foot speed, angles? He doesn't fight like Rayo. He doesn't fight like those fighters that expose Pitbull. So now it's going to be a good fight. I'm watching this fight for sure.
I agree with Tocayo. He's going to be able to counter him. Because he's going to be too fast for him. He's going to counter him. I agree with you, Tocayo.
Yeah. I think he's going to get outboxed. If I was in Roach's camp, that would be the game plan. Because Pitbull does not throw any jabs. He does not set any of his power punches up. He just comes forward and hey, let's throw chingazos, man. All power punches. And if you just stay disciplined, yeah, you probably can't keep them off of you, but if you just learn a little bit more on how to fight backwards a little bit and, a little bit of footwork, get to the side and counter punch, yeah, you can start outboxing this dude, man. And one round, these to two, these to four. Next thing you know, you're up ahead in the scorecards where Pitbull Cruz knows he needs a knockout or a stoppage to win. And he's going to start swinging silly, man. He's going to start leaping with his hooks and you could counter him even better there now. So, yeah, I think it's all out for Lamont Roach. Shawana says, this Pitbull coming out party. I don't think so. I think they're putting the puppy back in the cage, man. I think. Hey, look, I'm not saying Pitbull doesn't stand a chance. I think he does. Even if Lamont tries to outbox him, I still give Pitbull a shot because the guy is aggressive, and I don't think Lamont Roach can knock him out. Maybe not even knock him down. If he knocks him down, it's gonna be he knocks him down because he got him off balance, not because he's hurt or he's got his legs all wobbly. It's because he was off balance. He leaped with the hook, and his feet weren't set right, and that's how he got knocked down. But I don't think he knocks him down because he scrambled his brain much. So, but. So with that, just to wrap it up, Mikey, who do you got winning and how?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Pitbull. This is a long stretch, but I got Pitbull. How about that? I got Pitbull on this one.
By
Oh man, decision. Pitbull doesn't hit hard. Yeah, it doesn't have the power. According to BoxRec, he doesn't have the power. So I'm gonna go decision.
Okay, David, who wins and how?
I got Lamont Roach by decision.
I got Lamont Roach by decision as well. So, but should be a good card. It is pay-per-view. So you guys bust out your wallets or call Mikey.
Stream team, baby.
Hey, it's gonna. But you know what? I'm expecting a good night of fights. Nonetheless, probably not great, but I think I do like the card. I do like the card. It's just not pay-per-view worthy. That's it. But I do like the card. So with that, gentlemen, anything else before we wrap it up?
No, can't wait. It's gonna be a great night of boxing. Great night of football too. Ohio State against Indiana. Great game. A bunch of great championship games tomorrow. It's gonna be a great day tomorrow. Watch football and boxing.
It is. It is. It's going to be really good. All right. That is a Gran Chingon, El Metal, one Mr. David Contreras, the boxing scientist from Mikey TV 365, one Mr. Mike Zavala, Cholo Trucker. Enjoy the fights tomorrow. Whatever you guys do this weekend, be safe doing it so we can come back and do it again. We got new music for the outro. Catch you guys on the next round.